I do understand that we are on a time crunch, and I will not take all of your time. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you. I want to thank all of the law enforcement officers in here for their service. You are very brave, and this is no way an attack on you at all. I'm not anti-police. I am just here for the citizens. I'm a citizen here in Georgia. House Bill 941 was written to address police-involved shootings. Unfortunately, its protection of the police impedes justice and is bringing a lot of attention to the communities. All of the special privileges that they get, including being able to address the grand jury and things like that, sit in on the grand jury, really makes the citizens feel transparency and impropriety is like on the table at all times. So I want to go through the bill line by line really quick.
Ms. Williams,
not line by line.
I'm going to ask you 5 minutes just like the other witnesses.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be quicker than 5 minutes.
Well, okay,
I'm
that's your
quicker than 5
privilege.
minutes.
Thank you very much.
First, we would ask that either the grand jury system be dismantled and such cases be handled in criminal proceedings, or you make the following changes. And I go to line 36 through 39. We ask to be revised. An ordinary citizen does not get notice of indictment. When an officer is involved in a shooting, he or she should automatically know that they should prepare themselves for an investigation, retain proper counsel. No notice of indictment should be given. Peace officers shall be available for hearings at all times. We ask that the 20-day notice be removed from the bill. Line 42, we agree that witnesses, argument, and legal advice provided by the prosecutor shall be recorded by a court reporter. Line 58 and through 60, we agree that the report and presentation shall be published and filed with the clerk. Thank you. Line 64 through 83, we agree relating to the transcripts and reports of the grand jury. Line 24, we ask it, 124, I'm sorry, we ask it be revised. The language at the request of the district attorney or peace officer does not ensure that a court reporter will be present and the proceedings will be published and filed with the clerk. A court reporter shall be present at all proceedings to record, publish, and file such proceedings with the clerk at the government's expense. All grand jury proceedings are requested by the American citizens to be recorded, published, and filed with the clerk to protect all of us, the American citizens. Line 171 through 179, we ask be revised. We disagree with giving a peace officer a copy of the proposed bill of indictment or special presentment prior to indictment. Line 206, we ask it be revised. Officers shall be permitted to testify. Such officer, not may, shall be questioned by the prosecuting attorney and members of the grand jury, as are any other witnesses in normal proceedings. Line 212 through 214, we ask be revised. If a peace officer is permitted to testify, such officer shall be subject to full cross-examination, not be able to say no answer or a full cross-examination. We ask that be added into line 212 through 214. Line 215 through 218, we ask be revised. All testimony shall be subject to cross-examination. Also, I took some notes from listening to the other people come up, and they're really quick. We also ask that the grand jury have the ability to advise the DA to have such cases be investigated by the GBI or a third party, as people were talking about who came up here before me, or special prosecutor. But definitely, if a grand jury is there and they think that something shaky is going on, they should have the ability to tell somebody, the GBI or a third party, and be advised that they can do so. We ask that the number of grand jurors be lowered back down to 8. That will lead to an indictment. And also we ask that the proceedings begin within a year. That's it.
Thank you very much for being here. Can I ask, you said we. Do you represent any particular organization?
Well, I do work in the community. I work with a bunch of different nonprofit organizations here in the community. So I go to a lot of different meetings with, I'm the communications chair for the NAACP. I work with the Unite or Die, the Black Lives Matter. Anybody who has a voice in the community, I kind of go around and just kind of ask everybody, and just not on this issue. We work with poverty. We feed the homeless. We do tons of stuff in the community. I wish that I invited so many more people to come, but it was last minute. I just learned about it yesterday, so I was up until like 6 o'clock in the morning reading this, and I just really appreciate you guys listening, and it is truly heart-wrenching what happened yesterday with the cop shot. We don't want people shot. Police are scared of citizens. Citizens are scared of police. And honestly, transparency and just everybody knowing that everybody's best interest is being looked after is an answer to it.
That's what we're going for.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. One issue that we didn't discuss earlier was, this is an issue that Mr. Dukes from the PBA brought up, and it had to do with the effective date on how to treat cases that are currently pending in terms of the notice requirement and the time frame of the DA to go ahead and bring the indictment or not, the 1 year, and how to treat situations that are currently pending. However, that gets defined, going forward from the effective date, whatever that may be, assumedly July 1. But that's something that we'll need to discuss because it's not clear in the bill, and it's inevitable to come up as an issue after enactment. So what I'd ask is for the interested parties to provide us some feedback and include counsel on that, and we'll try to have a meeting of the minds on that as best we can. I didn't want to end without that occurring. So I want to thank everyone for being here, the interested parties and certainly members of the public, and for their testimony. This continues to be a work in progress, although I think we're close, very close, and we'll march on from there. Everybody have a safe weekend. Thank you again.